Goodwill brings to you the weekly share market update dated the 28th of October, 2023. Talking about the corporate segment, we have shares of Amber Enterprises tumbled 11%, to the day's low of 2,712 rupees after the company's net loss widened to 5.6 rupees crore in the September quarter as against a loss of 2.2 rupees crore a year ago. The company's consolidated total income surged 23% on year to 938 rupees crore in quarter 2, financial year 2024 from 762 rupees crore in quarter 2 financial year 2024. However, its total income declined 45% on quarter from 1,721 rupees crore in quarter 1, financial year 2024. Operating earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization for the quarter, meanwhile, climbed by 25% year-over-year to 65 rupees crore versus 52 rupees crore in the year-ago period. Shares of Aditya Birla Fashion and Retail slipped 2% in trade on October 23, after its subsidiary Aditya Birla Digital Fashion Ventures entered into a shareholder agreement and a share subscription agreement for buying 51% stake in Styleverse Lifestyle for 155 rupees crore. As of the quarter ended September, promoters maintained their 55.5% in the company over quarters. FIIs and DIIs owned 14% and 17% respectively, while the public had around 13%. In the April-June quarter, the company reported a quarterly net loss at 161.62 rupees crore, against a profit of 94.44 rupees crore in the corresponding quarter in the previous fiscal year. Tech Mahindra, Americas, announced on October 23 that it will divest its 30% holding in Avion Networks Incorporated for $50,000 to Kanchana Raman, the promoter of Avion Networks Incorporation. The expected date of completion of the sale or disposal is on or before October 31, 2023. Tech Mahindra had formed a joint venture with global telecom technology firm Avion Systems in 2015 to offer network, design and software engineering services for the deployment and management of mobile networks and the transformation of these networks to cloud-enabled, virtual and open systems software-driven networks. Construction engineering company Gensol Engineering has bagged a contract worth 301.5 rupees crore from Maharashtra State Power Generation Company Limited. The latest contract is for the installation and commissioning of a solar power plant. The company is a part of the Gensol group of companies which offers engineering, procurement, and construction services for the development of solar power plants. Gensol has also established an electric vehicle manufacturing facility in Pune to develop and produce electric three-wheelers and four-wheelers. Vedanta on Tuesday said Chief Financial Officer, CFO, Sonal Shrivastava has resigned, amid a major structural overhaul announced last month. Billionaire Anil Agarwal-led Vedanta announced plans to carve the metals-to-oil conglomerate into 6 separate businesses last month, a move aimed at shoring up the group's financial performance. Sini Waste Handling Cell share price rose 6% intraday on October 26, after the company's subsidiary bagged an order from Panvel Municipal Corporation. The company's material subsidiary, AG Enviro Infra Projects Private Limited, has been awarded contract of door-to-door collection and transportation of municipal solid waste by Panvel Municipal Corporation. The total contract value is 368 rupees crore for a period of 5 years with the option for a 2-year extension. Shares of Deccan Gold Mines were locked at 5% lower circuit on October 26 despite the company won a mine block in Chhattisgarh. There were pending sell orders of 206,183 shares, with no buyers available. Deccan Gold Mines has received letter of intent for the Balukona, Jamnadi nickel, chromium and associated PGE block in Chhattisgarh from the Directorate of Geology and Mining, Government of Chhattisgarh, as per the company's press release. Shares of Sonata Software gained nearly 8% at open on October 26 on the NSE after the IT services provider announced its Quarter 2 financial year 2024 earnings. In a regulatory filing, Sonata Software reported a consolidated profit of 124.2 rupees crore for July-September period, a 3.4% gain over the previous quarter. Revenue from operations during the quarter slipped by 5.1% sequentially to 1,912.6 rupees crore. The company also announced an interim dividend of 7 rupees per share for current financial year, and has received board approval for bonus issue in the ratio of 1:1. The private sector lender said the board of directors has approved the appointment of Munish Sharda as a whole-time director, designated as executive director of Axis Bank, for 3 years, with effect from November 1. Munish Sharda's appointment is subject to the approval of the shareholders of the bank and the RBI. Meanwhile, Rakesh Makhija has ceased to be the chairman and a member of the board of the bank, with effect from October 26, on completion of his tenure. Aditya Birla Sun Life AMC recorded standalone profit of 176.5 rupees crore for the quarter, ended September financial year 2024, falling 7.1% compared to the year-ago period, impacted partly by lower other income. However, revenue from operations increased 7.7% year-on-year to 329.2 rupees crore in Q2 financial year. Somi Conveyor Beltings Limited has moved up by 38.49% this week, with a change of 25.15 points. It has traded with a net volume of 2.187 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 90.50 against the previous closing price of 65.35. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 66.95, which is a good indication for the stock. The stock has made the highest move to 100.40 points this week. While shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 75.47. Hind Rectifiers Limited has moved up by 26.58% this week, with a change of 98.35 points. It has traded with a net volume of 432.948 thousand shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 468.35, against the previous closing price of 370. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 376.95, which is a good indication for the stock. The stock has made the highest move to 479.90 points this week. While shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 78.50. Premier Polyfilm Limited has moved up by 22.74% this week, with a change of 32.15 points. It has traded with a net volume of 2.785 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 173.50, against the previous closing price of 141.35. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 131.20, which is a good indication for the stock. The stock has made the highest move to 196 points this week. While shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 75.50. Cupid Limited has moved up by 21.64% this week, with a change of 107.20 points. It has traded with a net volume of 3.822 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 602.50, against the previous closing price of 495.30. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 455.55, which is a good indication for the stock. The stock has made the highest move to 627 points this week. While shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 87.33. The Indian equity benchmark snapped a 6-day losing streak as the Nifty 50 ended 1% higher on October 27, the first day of the November F&O series, supported by buying across sectors. The index opened gap up above 18,900 on positive Asian cues and extended the gains as the day progressed, regaining the 19,000 mark. It formed a long bearish candle on the weekly chart after losing 2.5% during the week. After relentless selling in recent days, the Nifty has temporarily paused its decline due to an oversold chart setup. However, the index closed significantly below the critical breakdown level of 19,250. As long as it stays below 19,250, the market may continue to be inclined towards selling on any upward movements. On the downside, weakness will resume if the index falls below 18,800. This is because put writers are likely to defend the Nifty with substantial positions at 18,800, with immediate support placed at 19,000. The Nifty Bank Index started the new series 0.6% higher and extended the gains as the day went by. It erased the previous session's losses to end 1.2% higher at 42,782. For Bank Nifty, 42,400 to 42,300 would act as sacrosanct support zones above which it can rally till the 200-day simple moving average, or 43,200 and 43,350 levels. On the flip side, below 42,300, the uptrend would be vulnerable. You can contact us from the details mentioned on the screen via a call, WhatsApp, or email. Thank you for listening the video to the end. Please do like, share, and subscribe the video for the latest updates in the market.